What is up, y'all? I'm Ashley Anye, your favorite alchemist, astrologist, and energy reader. And this is Anye's Intuitive. Welcome back. Are y'all ready for this solar eclipse in Scorpio? Because it's going to take place in about an hour. So, you know, I have to come on here and let y'all know what it is. I know I'm late. I had a lot to do today. So, I took a couple of notes and I said, even if I have to look at my notes while I'm talking to y'all, I definitely want to get this message out because this solar eclipse is so heavy. I don't even mean heavy in a bad way. I mean like it's heavy, like it's holding weight. Like after y'all come out of this eclipse, you're going to feel like a new person. It's going to literally transform you, transform your relationships, transform your friendships. It might even have you waking up one day feeling like, you know what? I ain't going to work today. I'm going to start my own thing. I'm going to start my own new job. Like, that's the type of energy this solar eclipse is giving. And that's why I took my notes. I don't want to miss nothing. So, what is this solar eclipse calling for us to do? This solar eclipse in Scorpio, in the fixed sign, watery Scorpio. What is it calling for us to do? It's calling for us to release our fear of confrontation. A lot of us don't like to confront people or situations. And it's not even necessarily because we're scared, it's because we just don't like the feeling of being uncomfortable. You know, who likes to be uncomfortable? I don't like being uncomfortable. But this eclipse is forcing us to release the fear of confronting something or someone because that's going to alleviate a lot of things moving forward. All right. These situations that we're confronting can lead us to psychological healing because you don't really know the weight of what you're carrying until you let it go. You know, like, you know, the weight of holding grocery bags, you know, the weight of carrying luggage in the airport, but psychological weight, you don't realize how heavy that shit is till you let it go. So this is what this eclipse is doing. It's literally helping us, it's leading us towards psychological healing. You know, things that we didn't necessarily know were hurting or hindering us for future growth. All right. Understand that these changes and endings are necessary for our soul growth. Every time you end something, it's a beginning someplace else. When one door closes, another one opens. I know that's so cliche-ish, but an ending is really just a beginning, you know? It doesn't end. Even when we transcend, it doesn't end. So every closed door is not the absolute final nail in the coffin. It just means that that situation is done, you know? But there's many more situations left for you to experience. It's allowing us to take steps towards self-mastery, mastering our gifts, figuring out what we're good at. You know, a lot of things that we just let lie dormant and just said, you know what, I'll tap into that like when I have time. And it's like, if you're working this 9 to 5, when are you going to have time to really tap into your gifts? You know, because you come home, you tired, especially if you got kids and you got a husband to take care of. Like, if you are spending all of your time at the job but trying to like work on your true gift, like your true soul's purpose, you have to make time for it. So this eclipse is going to have a lot of people thinking like, you know what, that job, like not like that, but really like in some type of energy, like, you know what, I don't need it. And I ain't trying to tell nobody to quit their job because, you know, you got bills to pay, but it may have you in a type of energy to where you feel like, you know what, I need to work on me. I need to work on mastering my gifts. So that's the type of energy that this solar eclipse is going to have a lot of people in. Things that may have been like taking your power away, compulsive behaviors, addictions, toxic situations, like all of that is going to be eradicated. Like, seriously, a lot of you guys, especially Scorpios, a lot of you fixed signs are going to wake up one day and be like, yo, I don't need this. Like, I don't need this. Like, I'm not with it no more, you know? And Spirit is going to give you the voice to be able to say that with your chest out. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, y'all think One thing I was telling my girlfriend today, I said, why do you think like weird shit happens during certain times? Like either mass shootings or scandals. Y'all gotta look at like what's going on in the solar system. And I guarantee you, a lot of the shit that happen during retrograde, solar eclipses, or lunar eclipses. Like you have to look at the planetary placements of these world life events. And I guarantee you they happen during one of these shifts in the universe. So, what are some things that you guys are going to be experiencing during this solar eclipse? Sleepiness. I'm tired as hell right now. I'm tired as hell because my rising sign is in Scorpio, and I have, I think, a couple of other Scorpio placements. Maybe not too much. I think I have one other Scorpio placement, but it's going to make you guys feel tired without even doing nothing. Like your body is just going to feel tired. Triggers, it's going to make a lot of you guys feel like, you know what, I don't have the patience. Like maybe yesterday I had the patience, but I don't have the patience now. So just try to like, I ain't telling you guys to walk on eggshells, but proceed with caution, because you know everybody is affected by it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Maybe if it's not in that person's top 3 planets, you know, they may be affected by it down the line. You know, you just never know how this solar eclipse is going to trigger people. So proceed with caution. Dreams. I cannot say that enough. Dreams. You guys are going to be having some vivid dreams. So if you can, have you a dream journal, a little notepad where you can write down what's going on, because a lot of the times our spirit team will give us downloads and dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Healing. A lot of healing will take place. A lot of things that you thought you didn't need to heal from, you're going to be given the space and the opportunity to heal. So a lot of healing will take place. Endings, like I said, a lot of endings are going to happen. A lot of endings, but those are just new beginnings, you know? Those are just new beginnings. So if something ends, I'm not going to tell you guys not to mourn over it, but just know that it needed to end. It had an expiration date on it. And because you didn't end it, Spirit had to. With this eclipse, you know, Spirit had to wrap that ass up. So a lot of endings are going to take place. So don't be surprised if a lot of people are walking out of your life, or if you're walking out of people's lives, because this is what this solar eclipse is calling for. It's really illuminating everybody, their personality, their traits, their ways. Like it's opening people's eyes to what's really going on. So this is why it's like, I don't look at it like it's a curse. You know, I could say it's a gift and a curse, but ain't nothing about an eclipse a curse, because it's really showing you what's going on. You know, things that you might not have been able to see because your judgment was like maybe clouded, or you wanted to make something work, whatever the case may be. Like this solar eclipse is really illuminating everything you need to see, everything Spirit knows that you need to see. It's allowing you to take your power back. Reclaim your power. A lot of y'all have power that's lying dormant, just waiting to be awakened. It's just waiting to be awakened. And this solar eclipse is going to give you that extra oomph that you need. I'm telling y'all, like this solar eclipse is going to feel like you got 50 ancestors walking behind you. It's going to really give you that adrenaline that you feel like you've always needed to like make shit happen. So don't be surprised if you like got that extra like juice behind your step and you like, you know what, I ain't having it. Nah, I'm good. Or let's talk about this. Like I'm not good. You know, like you just never know what to expect with this eclipse. That's why a lot of people are saying some wild shit like, you know, it's going to be a lot of scandals with political figures and stuff. And the Kanye West shit already came out. That was breaking news a couple of hours ago, saying that I think they dropped him off the label. Like it's a lot of weird stuff happening already. You know, it's a lot of weird stuff happening already. It's gonna illuminate what you're passionate about, you know? What's making you, what drives you to wake up in the morning? Because a lot of people are waking up to a job that they're not happy to go to. So it's going to drive you to really focus in on what you're passionate about, what your passion is. What do you see yourself doing long term? And this can kind of tie into the last video I did talking about your soul's purpose. Like, what's the first thing you think about when you wake up? And if it's your job, I feel like that may be because you want to make sure that you're on time. Like, what are you really passionate about? Not that job that you want to be on time for. What is your soul like gravitating to? Because that's going to lead you to your soul's purpose. All right? And also, any resistance that you guys had, your higher self is going to take over, you know, like resistant to have a conversation, resistant to make a change in this area of department. Like, your higher self is completely taken over. You are on autopilot right now. Real talk. Like, your 3D self is on autopilot. Like, your higher self is already taken over. So expect a lot of changes for this. I almost said retrograde. For this eclipse. What else do I have in my notes? Yes, the past is a place of reflection, not residence. Don't resist change. Don't resist change. The past is a place of reflection. Reflect on the past. Look at it for what it was, for what it could have been, might even for what it will be, you know, because, you know, sometimes the past gets brought up, but don't live there. Don't let the past become your residence, you know? Acknowledge what happened, what could have happened, what should have happened, and then move on from it, you know, move on from it. And I have one other note that I wanted to read. I have like a bunch of stuff scattered all over. I talked about the self-mastery, self-empowerment, power back, boom, friendships, passion, past place, resistance. Okay, so I hit every point. Good. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, guys. So I want to hear in the comments if you guys feel comfortable sharing what you guys have experienced during this solar eclipse. And I kind of want to hear from the water signs, because I want to know, because it's especially hitting you guys. So, but if you're not a water sign, you can still comment. I'm just saying, like, I want to know exactly how it's hitting you guys, because I know that this one is deep. It's literally like ushering in new energy. New energy is really being reborn on the planet. So I'm so glad I was able to record this video, because I was thinking to myself, I'm not gonna have time. It's getting late. It's almost 12 o'clock. But you know what? Spirit always makes a way out of no way. And I was able to finish, but I was able to finish in time to get on here. So hopefully this video uploads before 12. But yeah, guys, I do hope these messages resonated with you guys. And let me know in the comments how it's affecting you. I know it's, you know, about to hit, but I know it's been affecting me way before it's hit. Like, I've been feeling tired, sleepy, like dragging my feet to want to do stuff. And that's not usually me, you know? My Venus in Capricorn, I feel like I have to be busy 24/7. So I definitely know that that this solar eclipse is hitting me. It's hitting me. It's sneaking up on me. So let me know in the comments how it's affecting you guys. As always, I appreciate, love, and value you. And until next time, peace.